Hey beautiful souls, keep it aside. I'm very happy to make this video. So funny incident happened. I went on Facebook Live and somehow that video did not get saved. So I thought I'll make a video specifically to address the same what we have discussed, and I'll post it on different social media platforms. The topic of discussion is importance of seeking mental health. Mental health help. Right. So, firstly, we try to understand what exactly is the definition of health according to WHO. WHO defines health in three aspects. First, being the physical health, which we mostly are aware of. Second is the social health, and third, and the most important, is the mental health. Usually, we think that health is whose responsibility is health. Well, the responsibility of health is actually ours. Our upbringing is such that we try to put the onus of our health onto others. You know, firstly our parents or caretakers, they take care of our health, and then we fall habitual to this practice, and we often neglect that okay, I am responsible for my own health. And by the way, our health impacts our own self, our family, our friends, our society, our nation. It affects, the economic status, our organizational well-being, our organization's well-being as well, and there are so many other things, which is directly affected to one's own health. So I often come across a lot of instances where they say that okay, I am a self-sufficient man, or I'm a one-man army, or I'm a self-made personality. Well, if we really look into this aspect, we can understand that nobody is actually a self-made person. We are all interdependent upon each other, either directly or indirectly. For example, right now I'm using this platform using my gadget, and you are viewing this through your gadget. There are so many people involved in manufacturing this product, let alone logistics. We are using internet, and there are so many people involved in establishing this technology. The clothes that I'm wearing, the curtain or the wall, the construction of the house, the light source, everything. There are so many people involved, and of course, with the grace of God, and of course, there is some higher power which is guiding all of us. But we are interdependent upon each other, right? So we have to understand that there are so many things involved. हमारा social convoy है for that matter. That whoever we speak to is an important source of information. How is that person dealing with us? Our teachers, our parents, our friends, everybody, they all comprise of our worth today. So we are not really a one man or a self-sufficient person. We are codependent. I often get this question that when should I seek help? When does a person know that I need help? I have been thinking of this answer through all the researches, but I personally think that everybody should taste the beauty of counseling once in their lifetime. Because क्या होता है, we stay in a bubble and we think that this is my belief system, this is my world, and this is what it is. But we have to understand that we have to realign with what is and what we think is. There may be a difference. I will try and delve a little deeper into the stages in some other video, but I will also share a fact that हमारा जो brain है वो physical pain और mental pain को एक ही तरह से process करता है. Our brain processes both physical and mental pain in the same manner. Let's talk about Mahabharat for that matter. महाभारत में जब अर्जुन पूरे युद्ध के मैदान में बीच में खड़ा था, जहाँ पे एक साइड में कौरव थे और एक साइड में पांडव थे, अर्जुन was confused. He was unable to take any action, and he stood there in conflict inside his mind between dharma and adharma, what is right, what is wrong. At that time, Krishna ji had to intervene and counsel Arjun to take the right action. Krishna ji did not tell him what to do. he told him all these possible ways that you can do, how to think, and how to decide for himself. And ultimately, Arjun was the one who decided for himself. Like, that is the beauty of counseling. We have often seen the guru shishya relationship, be it in academics or finances for that matter. For example, you have to make an investment. You will always seek a professional to find out which is the right platform to invest. Talk about beauty products. If you have to go for beauty tutorials or something, you will obviously speak to an expert who has been doing that thing. If you want to buy a particular gadget, you will spend a lot of time in researching about it, talking to people who have used similar products or people who are experts. If we have experts for all these fields, why don't we have an expert for our emotional and mental well-being? Can we not invest 20 or 30% of those efforts which we put into buying a random product into our own emotional and mental well-being? Can we not sideline a particular budget for this? Think about it. Now, of course, I know that there are many challenges to seek help, and I firmly believe that almost all these challenges are self-made excuses. We make excuses for ourselves and we strongly start believing in it. See, if anybody wants to focus their energy on improving and taking the problem head on, there are no hurdles. But if somebody is not wanting to help himself or herself, they will find excuses and stick to it. And they will make those hurdles as permanent hurdles. See, initially, if a person goes through some trouble, they try and figure out generic solutions. They may just look for self-help guide books or some podcasts or videos or some material which is online, or it is very generic in nature, we have to understand. But if there is a problem which needs specific attention, it is very important to go for counseling, which is one-on-one personal session, because everybody is different. On video, even through this video, all we can do is we can provide a general outlook to things. But what exactly you are looking for, we will be able to figure out only when we sit in person with one another. So, the crux of this part is that we need to understand that, just figure out when do you need a generic solution which is temporary in nature, but which may definitely help you as well. When do you need specific solutions? There are people I find who have a problem with the entire terminology of psychological help. If that's an issue, you can call it coaching. It sounds cool. You can call it, counseling, therapy, consulting for that matter, or just seeking help. Devise your own terminology, use whatever is cool for you, but do go ahead and seek help. Right? Because usually seeking help is a problem in our mind that we think, oh my god, seeking help will make me weak. No way, we are all interdependent upon each other. We grow by just learning from each other, as simple as that. So I would like to summarize today's super long video by saying कि जी उंगली उठाना बंद करो, जिम्मेदारी उठाना शुरू करो, क्योंकि खुदा शायद तेरे भरोसे ही बैठा है और तू खुदा के भरोसे बैठा है, right? So take care of yourself, take responsibility, stay safe, be healthy, and reach out and don't think twice.